I can't believe it's been already a year of me living in Norway, and how amazing it making more money, have fun will make you healthier. Believe me, you will be dragged into it. Hi guys, my name is Anna and today I'm going to share with you 5 more reasons why it's so good to live in Norway. I moved here in May last year, and before I moved to Norway I was living in England for 10 years. I already have a video on my channel with 5 reasons why it is so good to live in Norway. If you haven't watched it yet, don't miss your chance. Today's reason number 1, people. Norwegian people. As far as I know, lots of foreigners in Norway tend to believe that Norwegian people are reserved. They don't do eye contact usually, and if they do, they don't smile back.
And they smile back.
Well, it might be true, but to be honest with you, never happened to me. You just try to ask for help politely. You will be surprised how friendly and willing to help Norwegian people are.
How can I help?
As an example, the supermarket. Ask somebody who is working here to help you, and you will not be just taken by the hand to the right department and pointed out to the right shelf. You will be clearly explained what's the difference between different types of similar products and what exactly you can cook from it and how. Especially if you ask about something like manicure. Exactly as I told you guys. You see, just be nice, be polite. Ask kindly, and Norwegian people will be happy to help you. Example number 2. Anything, literally anything house related. If you have any issue inside your house, you can just go outside and ask any neighbor how you can fix it. It will lead to at least 30 minutes explanation of how it should be done, and after that you will be taken to the garage, will be provided with the right equipment to fix your problem.
Fix it.
If any of that equipment is missing, you will be giving the name of the shop,
yes,
and most probably the name of the person who works there and who will meet you at the shop and will help you to find the right equipment. Good. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you.
No problem.
And this is how helpful Norwegian people are. Yeah. At the end of this conversation, you might be even invited to your neighbor's house, where your neighbor will show you his or her own pipes and will tell you the whole story how they were fixed last time and how amazing it was to spend half a day fixing the pipes of their house. Yes, DIY is extremely important in Norway, and I will tell you more about it next time. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. Reason number 2. Living in Norway will make you healthier. Let me give you at least 3 aspects why it's going to happen. When you live in Norway, you tend to exercise all year round without even noticing it. For example, those 10 years of me living in London, I had to plan my exercising in the gym properly, and quite often I had to force myself to go there, having that deep inner discussion how important the exercising is. In Norway, the situation was completely different. As soon as I met my colleagues and got to know them, I was invited to go hiking with them. We spent all day not just hiking to the top of the mountain, but also having lots of snacks and chocolates all the way to the top. And this is how I found out about this amazing Norwegian tradition of solo drink and quick lunch chocolate. After that, when we came back to the car and I looked at my watch, I was so shocked how intense that exercise, which is hiking, actually was. The same situation with winter sports here. Even if you don't ski or snowboard, believe me, you will be dragged into it. As soon as your local slopes are open, you will join your colleagues who are constantly talking about having such a cool day skiing or snowboarding. It's exactly the same principle as with hiking. You don't realize how much you're actually exercising until the next day. After my first snowboarding session in Norway, the next day, guys, I could barely move. Second aspect to make your life in Norway healthier. I have to admit that in London I barely cooked. I was going out for lunches and dinners daily. I thought it helped me a lot to save time on cooking, and also it seemed to me like a really good way to socialize with your friends after work. This approach doesn't work in Norway at all. Dinner out in Norway will cost you about £80 for 3 courses meal. If you add on a glass of wine to your meal, it will bring you to £100. In Norway, dining out in the restaurant, it's not a daily habit, it's rather an actual event or a great way to celebrate something.
Let's celebrate!
My time I spent in Norway on cooking, I see not as a waste, but as an investment. An investment in your own health. You know for sure 100% what sort of ingredients you're using to cook that meal. Another life hack from Norway, things like octopus or squid, they are much cheaper here in Norway than I used to get them in London. You just need to order them from your local supermarket and it will be delivered there in 2 or 3 days. Don't forget that it is forbidden in Norway to use antibiotics on animals. So when you live in Norway, you will definitely enjoy that free-range chicken, tasty local meat, and especially for me, fish. Third aspect, guys, in Norway, I guarantee you will drink much less alcohol. And it is not just about the prices on alcohol in Norway, which I actually showed you already in my previous video. For me, the main reason is my new addiction is to go jogging every single morning. Even after having 1 glass of wine, I have a tendency to skip my morning exercising, and without my usual jogging routine, I feel less energetic during the day. Also, there is not such a habit or a cultural aspect in Norway as every Friday drinks, which is quite typical in England, especially in London.
We met in a pub.
Yeah, but it was a lovely romantic pub.
I do actually miss Friday vibe of London, but I don't miss Saturday hangout at all. Anyway, to conclude my point, based on my own experience, your life in Norway will be much healthier if you let it happen. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like button. If you want to know more about travel in general, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Reason number 3. You will start making more money while working less time. And it was an actual paradox for me. From my previous video, you already know that usual office working hours in Norway are from 8 o'clock in the morning until 4 p.m. Average salary in Norway is also higher than in many countries. Even if you're an expat, most probably you will get a pay raise.
What?
The reason is simple. You will actually work from 8 to 4. Forget about long coffee or tea breaks, no endless chats with your co-workers, as they are also focused on what they work on. No internet shopping during working hours. Yes, this is Norwegian work culture. So at the end of the day, you will leave your office at 4 p.m. like everybody else, and you will actually finish all the tasks you set, because in Norway it's not going to be anything or anyone to distract you during your working day. And it brings us to reason 4, family time or personal development. When you leave your office at 4 every day, and also most probably you will have short day on Friday, you will have so much time to spend with your family. Or in my case, with yourself. I have to admit, after 1 year of living in Norway, if you have a family, Norway is probably one of the best countries to live. It's all about the kids here. And let me prove this point with at least 3 aspects. Aspect number 1, great education. Yes, the education system in Norway is generally state supported to make sure that access to education is equal for all. This means that most institutions don't have tuition fees. Yes, in Norway education is free, and public institutions don't charge tuition fees regardless of the student's country of origin. Great reason to live in Norway, right? Not to mention different outdoor activities your kids will be taking to, including endless excursions, hiking, exploring nearby areas. Yes, and football is extremely popular in Norway. Even I started supporting Manchester United because of Ole Gunnar. Yes, he is a manager, and yes, he's from Norway. Well, I'm going to be killed for saying this as soon as I'm back to London. On top of that, skiing and snowboarding is a part of a school program here, so most probably your kids can choose from skiing or snowboarding as one of their school classes. Aspect number 3. In Norway, it's such a trend that people start taking their newborn kids out, literally like the next day they were born. In Norway, it's a typical thing in cafes, in the restaurant, to see newly moms with their tiny little kids having coffee or enjoying just chat with their friends. And this is not just it. You should see Norwegian family goes hiking. Yes, those are 2 tiny little kids on the backs of their parents. They cannot even walk, but they cannot be excluded from a family hike. But I have to tell, it looks really comfortable for the kids. As I don't have kids, let's talk about self-development instead. Living in Norway, you will have lots of time to invest in yourself, and it all depends on your imagination only. You can read tons of books, watch a huge number of different movies, you can learn how to fix your roof or just the pipes, or you can develop a new hobby and even convert it into additional source of income. Did you hit the like button yet? If you didn't, please do it now, and also if you like this video, consider subscribing to my channel. More interesting stuff is yet to come. Reason number 5 why it is so good to live in Norway: principles of equality. Living in Norway for 1 year, I never faced any ways of discrimination. Everybody is equal in Norway. I repeat, in Norway, everyone is seen as equal and every person is equally important. This basic principle underpins the entire society and affects everything from tax to family relationships. So because society in Norway places a high value on equality, especially between the genders, feminism has long been a dead term to most Norwegians, simply because it's no longer relevant. The proportion of women in government has remained at roughly 45% since 98. No one bats an eyelid at a female boss unless they are extremely attractive. And women in Norway occupy a number of high-profile positions. In the family, the mothers and fathers are equal parents. Fathers are just like mothers, change nappies, drop children at kindergarten, at schools, and make packed lunches, and both parents go to work. Norwegian workplaces also support equality between the genders. As parents, you get 1 year of parental leave to split between you two. 10 extra sick days every single year in case your child is ill, and also everyone leaves the office at 4 p.m. on the dot. I told you this already. If you stay in the office after 4 p.m., you will not be seen as a dedicated employee. You will be deemed as a bad parent. However, if you tell at work that you need to leave earlier because you have to take your daughter to her ballet class, your colleagues will say the only thing: have fun! Do you still have any questions about living in Norway or travel to Norway? Don't be shy, ask me in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. Stay safe, be happy, and I will see you later, guys. Bye!